Hey, it's Josh here. Just want to take a quick second before we get started to express our gratitude and appreciation to anyone who's listening, whether you're consuming this by download, whether you're listening on our website or following us on Instagram or TikTok, however that is. We thank you. Doing that lets us know, hey, that there's somebody out there. And as long as we're entertaining one person, then it just makes everything worth it. So on behalf of myself and everyone here at Game Rage, thank you. All right, now enjoy the show. Welcome to the dumbest smart guy podcast on the planet. This is the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Okay, all right, it's hot. We're going, recording. Hey. Welcome to the Central Unintelligence Podcast, episode number 13. Lucky 13. We are here again, and as always, I'm Josh, and I'm here today with Adam.
Oh, sorry, I was, I don't want to tell you what I was doing, but...
Oh, yeah, well, why? What were you doing?
Volt, I am here.
And we are... conspicuous by his absence is Frank. Frank's not here tonight with us.
He's here ethereally.
He's here, yeah, in spirit and in ethereally he's here. But anyway, so tonight I wanted to at least talk about a little bit of a couple updates with this whole Israel and fucking Hamas deal, and just kind of go also a little bit because I did some more research to find out the difference between. Oh, God. Oh, I did more research into what we were kind of talking about before with the difference between Sunni and Shia Muslims, and man, it is a vast thing. It is a lot, and not that I'm going to hit all the things because I don't think I could even understand most of them, but there's a lot of shit to talk about.
All right,
with that. But anyways, go ahead.
I want to add some suspense.
Oh yeah.
Today we find out if Joe Biden has plot armor, even though I think you already know what the answer to that is, but. Yes.
Yeah, we do find out because last week we talked about that.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so we'll just start with that. Let's just start with that. No suspense. Let's just start with it because that's basically the first thing that happened literally the next day after we recorded the last episode. So yeah, Biden went to fucking Israel, rolled in, did some talking, left, completely unarmed, completely unfazed. Plot armor is the thickest.
Yes.
I believe, because they didn't even try to do shit. As a matter of fact, I don't even think they even attacked anywhere in Israel during the 4 hours that he was there. I think they just left it alone. They were like, oh, fuck, man, we don't want to risk this fucking shit, apparently.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got two fucking U.S. carriers waiting in...
chilling.
I don't know what sea it is. Is it the Red Sea?
The
Black Sea? I don't fucking know. I don't know my geography, dude.
Yeah, the one of them that's already there is in the Mediterranean, and then the other one is... They sent it to the Middle East, the Central Command, so it's technically not. It's stationed for the Middle East, but it's not there in the Mediterranean with the Gerald Ford or whatever. Which is all right. So, anyway, so the Eisenhower carrier group got underway. They're headed over to fucking the Central Command or the Middle East area. We got that amphibious readiness group chilling over there in the Strait of Hormuz area, or that general vicinity of I think it's the Arabian. I don't know what the fuck the sea is that's over, but it's over in that area, Middle East.
All right, we're gonna look this up.
Look it up.
In the meantime, while you're discussing this,
good. Look it up because I want to know where what sea the part of the Strait of Hormuz is involved in, or what that one is that's to the north of it that's connected to. But anyways, so then we had that stuff go down. We basically had Hamas try to kind of play off like they were gonna give up some hostages. Which I will give them credit. It's a very good stall tactic, because Israel, in the time we had thought at the time last week that the impending invasion of Gaza, the ground assault, was fucking imminent. That it was gonna happen within a few days. Especially after Biden. Anyways, did you find out this?
Yeah. So the body of water that is just west of Israel is the
Med, right? It's Mediterranean.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one where the Gerald Ford is.
And then there's the West Bank,
yeah,
which is like the body of water closest to it or whatever.
Right.
And then the Red Sea is just directly south of it, which is bordering Saudi Arabia and Africa.
Okay.
So that's like the little, sliver of it. But so
the Strait of Hormuz is where's that specifically? It connects through to like Iran, and I think it's that. It might be the Red Sea.
Strait of Hormuz. How do you spell that?
Hormuz.
Hormuz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, so it's just south of Iran and north of the United Arab Emirates.
Right. So is there the body of water that it connects up to when you go north through it? Is there a name to it?
The body of water?
Yeah,
so there's like the Persian Gulf to the left of it, and then there's the Gulf of Oman to the right.
The Gulf of Oman. Okay. So then that's where it goes through, is to the Gulf of Oman or the Gulf of...
It's placed in between.
Yeah, okay, so this is not north-south, but like, so, yeah, that's the Persian Gulf. Okay, so it comes from the Gulf of Oman and goes into... So the Persian Gulf is where that amphibious readiness group was, because up in that area is where Kuwait is, and that's where they were at. So they're in the Persian Gulf region over there. Getting ready, what I was assuming, to take the Strait of Hormuz if necessary.
Why is that important? Because you said it has something to do with
that's where like all the oil out of the Middle East, if it has to be shipped via boat, it has to go through. It goes through that Strait of Hormuz. Like it all comes through there.
All right.
So that's why that's a very strategically important location to control, because Iran controls like 80% of that strait. So they could, if they wanted to shut off the oil production to the rest of the world, and against the will of the people shipping it, you could just blockade that, and then what are you going to do? No one's going to get through. You're going to have to fucking fight them. So likely they just sit there and, well, the oil will be cut off. So anyways, back to the Hamas thing. We had them trying to give up some hostages, and they were kind of like, oh, hey man, if you guys just stop bombing the shit out of us, we'll give up all the hostages. and Israel was like, nah, fuck that. You just give us the hostages. And so then they were like, oh, come on, man. Like, just give us a break, man. We're tired of getting blown up, dude. And so they said, let's just give up some. So they gave up two. They gave up two hostages. They have like, I don't know what the number is. It's in the hundreds for sure. Low couple hundreds, somewhere around there, I think. And so they're like, we'll give you two. And so they fucking sent two earlier in the week, and they said, okay, cool. Hey, guys, could you just maybe stop bombing us again, and we'll give you more hostages? And they're like, maybe. What do you got for us? And then they were like, we'll give you two more. And so that was like yesterday. They gave them like two more. And
this is the MLB trade deadline, dude.
Basically. And so,
how bad you guys hurting right now? Pretty bad.
Yeah, you're fucking us up pretty good.
Yeah. How many hostages do you think you can give up? Maybe up 7.
Yeah, maybe 7. Why don't you make it 10?
Right, yeah.
Why don't you make it 10? How about 4?
All right.
All right.
How about we send some fucking Tomahawk missiles your way?
Did you say 10? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. So a lot of people were analyzing or suspecting, and I kind of agree with this, that this was a stall tactic by Hamas to kind of buy more time to prepare their internal defenses against the impending ground invasion.
While also saving face.
True, yeah, because they're looking like, hey, we're trying to make a deal here,
Not bad.
They're trying to change the narrative, I guess.
Not bad.
And so these people came out, a couple of them, well, 2 of them came out and said that, Hamas treated them very nicely. And then one of the other 2 that got released said that they, like, beat her ass with a crowbar at the beginning. And, like, I was just like, well, you guys probably picked the wrong hostage to release. You should have picked the one you were nice to. You guys fucked up. Like, you should have just kept that narrative going.
Actually, they should have treated them super well.
Oh, yeah. Made sure that they had food and, like, everything. Hey, man, can we get you guys anything? You want some water?
Yeah, we got Panda Express.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Dude, that fucking West Bank fucking Panda Express must be off the chain, bro.
And then they got fucking, Xbox Live.
Oh, shit.
They got the Game Pass.
They're like, hey, guys.
We got Starfield.
No one has internet, but you can play Starfield.
Yeah,
all right?
We got it.
You want to play it in HD, bro? We got a 4K fucking 55-inch right here. Come on, man.
We just stole a Starship right now. Yeah, we just stole it.
Yeah, just took it.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want. You want to crash it? Go right ahead. Nobody gives a fuck. But anyways, so that was, I think, kind of a stall tactic to get them to hold off on the invasion. And it's kind of come out now that the United States asked Israel to hold off on the invasion of Gaza. That's really the only reason that they haven't gone in yet, is because we were like, hey guys, we foresee this becoming a broader regional conflict once you invade, because that's what everybody's been saying. Iran's been saying it. All the other countries that have sort of taken this hardline stance against Israel have been saying that kind of the line is that is the invasion. If they put ground forces into Gaza and they do a full invasion of it, that's kind of the line. They will have to come in and intervene just in terms of humanitarian purposes, is what they're saying. Now, granted, obviously, it's going to be, they're going to fucking push out the Israelis and then probably push further into Israel and turn it, because they're all now pushing for the borders to go back to like the 1967 borders or whatever. That's what everybody's pushing for. That's on the Arab side of this. So we asked them to pause the invasion, the Israelis, because we want to get our shit together and we want to get all of our defensive positions set up.
So there's not like a formal ceasefire, but there's like...
They've been trying to get one. And the reason, which I thought we were pushing for that, but now today, I think it was the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, and I think even the Secretary of State, Blinken, also said something alluding to this, that the only people that a ceasefire would benefit is Hamas, is what our United States government officials are saying.
Yeah, I think that's understandable, because it's like the time that no side is committing violence on one another, they're going to build up their resources.
Yes, which is what Hamas would do, and likely it's what they've already been doing. And so, although it is a little strange that they have still been doing these rocket attacks and launching all this shit from there, which kind of tells me that they've been basically getting the shit bombed out of them for the last 3 weeks. So it kind of indicates to me that they either had a massive fucking stockpile of shit just waiting, because or they have such a great underground method of getting arms resupplied to them that the Israelis cannot stop. Because there's no way that just them getting the shit bombed out of them, and now Israel does control the majority of the areas by which shit is coming into the country, and Egypt finally sent in some humanitarian aid, and Israel was pissed because they were like, no humanitarian aid whatsoever, and then they were like, all right, no humanitarian aid unless we look at it first. We got to fucking fully tear it apart and inspect it and make sure there's no weapons and there's no shit getting sent into it, ain't no bad shit getting sent in with it. And so I don't know where that stands now at this point, if the Egyptians kind of agreed to that or if they were like, nah, fuck you, we're still going to send shit. But
hey, what is this fucking RPG shaped box? Like,
hey man,
what is this?
What's inside here? Oh no, man, it's just food. It's just
it's Twizzlers.
Yeah,
fuck.
We didn't have any other boxes to put it in, so we just put it in the one that we had extra RPG boxes. So we just put it in there.
So where's the RPG? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Who knows, man? Anywhere?
Yeah.
So we got that happening, and then again, with us asking them to delay the invasion, just kind of further highlights that we are definitely gearing up for this to become a bigger issue in the area. And I think that the only reason the Israelis actually listen to us is because they know that when this does turn into a broader problem, it's going to be everybody versus Israel. And they're going to need us to have our shit in place to make sure that they fucking survive. Because if the rest of the Arab world goes against them, it's going to be a hard-ass fucking fight if they're on their own. So I think that's why they said, okay, we'll just chill. We'll just keep bombing the fuck out of them. We won't go in on the ground yet, because that is their aim, is they want to go in there and they're going to take that whole area and just eradicate everything that Hamas has or is in that area. And it's going to be a hard time for everybody because...
Fuck, dude, the ramifications for it. Just think about the refugees that are going to be made of this, as if they weren't already fucking ostracized or treated like shit.
Yeah.
Now they're going to be displaced to a country that doesn't want them either. Fucking Egypt.
Yeah, exactly. Or Egypt is actively blocking people from coming in, so they might not have anywhere to go. They can't get out by sea. They can't get out by land. So
it's either that or fight.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna turn this insurgency into a major fucking offensive. Is if you have 2 million fucking people there that have nowhere to go. Every single, not just military-aged male, every female, every child, every single person in that area is going to be geared to fight.
It's going to be hard not to galvanize these people that already probably don't like Israelis to begin with, or maybe they were indifferent, but now it's fucking embedded in their minds. They're like,
just
fuck
like
these people.
Yeah, just like with us, and one of the things I think that we learned heavily on our global war on terror with Afghanistan and Iraq and all that stuff is that you may have an indigenous population that doesn't really give two shits about you being there, but if you accidentally kill their family, now you just created a terrorist.
A lifelong enemy.
Yep, dude. A lifelong fucking person that is going to do whatever it takes to get revenge upon you. And with all of the bombings and shit that's happening there, obviously, as unfortunate as war is, civilians are going to be killed. There's going to be collateral damage. You cannot never have that. It's just a physical impossibility. It's always going to happen. So, of all the kids that are kids and the women and even the men that are getting part of this collateral damage, any of their surviving family members are now like, oh, fuck this. I'm just going to join up with Hamas and just start killing as many of these guys as I can.
It's possible they don't even fucking agree with what they do.
True.
Like, they might think they're like savages or animals, or I mean that's how they phrase them. But it's just, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like they might not be fucking down with whatever they're doing, but they see the Israelis and like, oh well, they're the greater of two evils. So
or what am I gonna do? Just keep getting my ass beat by these other guys, or am I gonna join up against the dudes that maybe I'm not cool with them and maybe I don't really agree with them all the way, but hey, they're fighting this guy who keeps beating my ass. So maybe I should fucking join up with them. I don't know. Yeah. Which is an unfortunate side effect of this whole thing.
I'm kind of curious of like what the general sentiment in Israel is with their citizens. If there's a minority or majority of people that are not in standing with Netanyahu's policies or
so what's very interesting about this whole thing is prior to this happening, the country was very fractured regarding their own government, regarding Netanyahu specifically. They were very split as to whether he had a fairly low approval rating, and he was not. They were already trying to get him to resign or get him out somehow.
Do you know anything about? And I don't know if I'm making this up because I don't know if he's trying to make himself a permanent leader within the Israeli government to be held as like the leader for an extended period of time. Am I making that up or
no? So okay, kind of, but not really. So the way that this whole wartime government shit works is you basically whoever's the president at the time, they can convene a council essentially, and then they can call for a vote of the representatives in the government. So the elected representatives, which is like I think it's called the Knesset or I don't know how to say it, but it's like their House of Senate or their Senate and like shit like that, right? So they all vote basically on whether or not they're going to allow this wartime government to exist. And so they created this after the invasion of the first Arab-Israeli war, when the one problem that they had was getting everybody on the same page to respond quickly. Okay. So they put this into their, I don't know if it's their constitution or whatever the fuck the document is that they have. They put this into the rules of government that the prime minister can call for this, and if a majority of the other elected officials agree, it goes into effect. And basically, it's like martial law, for lack of a better term. It's a wartime government where it's basically everything is streamlined, and every resource in the country goes towards the military, and it's for the defense of the country. So if there is an action like this that took place, within a couple of days, they had this going where they voted, they did all this shit, and Netanyahu formed this like cabinet of people. And there was even somebody who was I think one of the guys who's the main opposition opponent of Netanyahu said that he never would agree with Netanyahu having this type of power, but because of this incident that happened, even he will vote in favor of this and get all the people along his lines that are against Netanyahu to vote to give him this authority. Now, I think it has to be revoted on every 90 days or 180 or something like that. There's like a time frame that they have to revote on this.
And what if no decision is made? Then it reverts back to...
I think it just reverts back to the original... Well, if they're still under a state of war, which they have declared this state of war, I think it's just permanent until it's dissolved by whoever's in charge or whatever. And I think the cabinet because there's 5 total people, including Netanyahu, in this it's like a war cabinet or something is what they call it.
Yeah.
There's a term for it in Hebrew that they call it. I don't know how to say it or what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like a war cabinet basically, and so they're the ones that are making the decisions, and all of the decisions involving everything get voted on by these 5 guys or whatever in this cabinet.
Okay.
And so that's to streamline everything so that, bam, we can make decisions and respond and defend ourselves so we don't get fucking,
So kind of like what the U.S. did with 9/11, because all the departments within the government weren't working with one another to have transparent information.
Yeah.
So that the CIA would know what the FBI knows,
right,
and
yeah.
also the NSA.
Right. So basically, it's kind of like that, except they already had this framework in place prior to the event happening, where we didn't create the framework until after 9/11
I got you.
by creating essentially the Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
and then the Patriot Act and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of a similar thing, and not really even too, because it's even more extreme than that, because it centralizes the power of the whole government basically into this war cabinet or whatever.
I got you.
So and amongst Israeli citizens, that at least the shit that I've seen on social media stuff, which is really all I've been able to see, it seems like they are very much against Hamas and feel the same way that the government has been saying, calling them animals and stuff like that. They are in favor of wiping them out, but there still are protests happening of people that are telling Netanyahu to resign for the simple reason that he was in charge and this happened on his watch, basically.
Oh, that
this attack happened while he was in charge.
Yeah.
That his incompetence, his government incompetence, is the reason this happened. So he should be resigning altogether.
Yeah, if he escalates this, then this is like a career-defining moment right here.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the outcome is.
Right. Yeah, and
because he has to earn the respect of the Israelis in order to walk out in one piece, I think.
Yeah, basically. And so one of the things that somebody was kind of talking about, which I kind of somewhat independently verified it, was the reason why a lot of people are pissed off at him is because when he ran again for the last time for the prime minister thing, he had basically said that he was never going to get in bed with this certain group of people within the Israeli, I guess, I don't know if it's the military industrial complex that they have or whatever, or their defense industry, or some unscrupulous individuals. And basically, he did exactly that. As soon as he got elected, he basically just got in bed with them and took all their money and all this shit and signed this deal with the devils, quote unquote. That's why all these people are supposedly pissed off. So it's interesting that this all happened to happen at the same time as that. And then also, in American homeland news, it's been fucking almost a month since we haven't had a goddamn Speaker of the House, and
yeah,
that's just going even poorly. There was a couple of guys that got elected in to be the designate, and so essentially the Speaker, the ruling party, which is the Republicans in that area, they have to vote on a guy to be the designate, and so the designate is the candidate that they're putting up to be elected on by the whole of the House or whatever.
Right,
and so there's been a couple of guys that got enough votes to get elected to the designate position, but then didn't have enough to get elected by the whole House. So now we're on our, I think, 3rd or 4th different guy that just literally today, Tuesday, they announced this dude in the morning as the designate, and then by noon, he had already fucking resigned.
Fucking A, dude.
And so then now they got this other guy in there tonight, and so tomorrow on Wednesday, they're supposed to do this. I guess they're going to try a vote and see what happens, but people are saying that they don't fucking have enough. There's no votes. So if there ain't enough fucking votes, and now which has me fucking even more baffled, is now they're saying that the original guy who got ousted, McCarthy,
Mike McCarthy.
There's rumor going around that he is going to be put up for a vote again and have another hardline Republican candidate as his secondary. They're going to make this secondary position or something,
right?
And that basically. He's just going to get reelected again. So we're going to have had this whole nonsense
for wasting 40 fucking days or whatever amount of days
for nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just Jesus Christ. I swear, if that happens, I'm fuck, this is ridiculous. I can't even believe this.
You're gonna be Billy Joe Armstrong and fuck off to the UK.
yeah, go straight to the UK. No, I'm going to Belgium. All right.
If you're listening to this, please listen to the fucking listen to the
Game Rage Music Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Because You'll get the joke. You'll get the joke.
Yeah, you'll get the joke. If you're the Belgians will get the joke because they listen to both.
Yeah, they're fucking down.
Which is why I said I'm going to Belgium, not the UK. Fuck the UK. We're going to Belgium. Anyways, so we got that fucking happening and all this other nonsense happening at the same time. it's very fucking crazy that the world is seeming to devolve all at the same fucking time. And I don't know if that's indicative of like a greater fucking plot or if this is just the natural fucking way in which things are fucking going. And it's just very concerning overall because we have all this talk of, you know, oh, there's all these terrorists or there's all these extremists that have been sent here in America, and there's all these fucking sleeper cells and all this shit, right? And you know, this just could be hyperbole and, you know, what is it? Not extremism, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's just shit they're just hyping up. It's doom porn or whatever, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, it says it's a sensationalization, thank you, of the fears that we already have because of this, because we do recognize as, you know, Americans that we do have a very sensitive infrastructure grid here, and that it's, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility that something bad could happen to it, and that would be a bad time for everybody. And, you know, we've got a lot of people that want to capitalize on the doom porn aspect of it. And listen, I'm not saying that I don't like or follow doom porn, because there is a certain part of me that just fucking loves reading all the fucking sensationalized shit about how, oh, we're gonna be attacked here and all this crazy shit's happening. And yeah, there's a part of me that just loves that shit. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but it's just interesting to me. So while I don't think that it's necessarily good to be put out there in the mainstream, because a lot of people don't do the research to realize, like, okay, this is probably not going to happen. They just hear a headline and then they just fucking freak out and they immediately take it at face value and, you know, lose their shit over it. But there is the aspect that I do, like I said, I do enjoy some of the doom porn, and it's, you know, it's interesting and it's funny sometimes. But I think that it should just be kept low key. I don't think we should be sensationalizing it in the mainstream, because it's just fucking.
For what specifically?
Oh, just the doom porn I was talking about. Just with this thing, with Russia and Ukraine, it kind of happened. It, you know, now granted, there are some things happening in the world that are making this doom porn seem more and more likely that this is how it's happening. That we are, because the doom porn is that, oh, we're just gonna have nuclear war. Like, that's basically what it's gonna come down to is the doom porn on the internet, or we're just gonna be attacked here in America somehow, or, you know, whatever. That's the doom porn going around right now. And I mean, like I said, there are aspects of this that are happening throughout the world that are kind of leading to that conclusion. You know, the Chinese have put 6 additional warships over there in the Middle East area that could lead to a confrontation. The Chinese have been ramming Filipino fucking shipping
I've seen that,
ships.
yeah.
They've been just straight ramming them.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's escalations
and they
there.
Don't give two fucks
No,
either.
they don't give two shits. The best one that I saw, this giant merchant ship from China. Yeah. I guess there was some fucking cable in in the, I don't know, somewhere in that affected some European country. It was like an underground internet cable.
Yeah.
And the rumor was that they had thought that a Chinese shipping container ship had dragged anchor and fucking used the anchor to rip the fucking cords up that were on the seabed. And sure as shit, there's pictures of this fucking ship coming in, and it's missing the front fucking anchors. They're just gone. And they're like, well, that kind of proves it, that they're doing this. This is a way that they're using their civilian shipping container ships to destroy internet lines underwater. Genius. Fucking genius. And the escalations of, just today, Russia fucking sent a fucking aircraft, a large, I don't know if it was specifically a bomber, but it was a large fucking aircraft that they sent that just flew over Japan. They flew it over fucking Japan, and they flew it right inside the zone, right over the country, just started circling around, just dicking around. And I don't know how long it took the Japanese Self-Defense Force, or I guess they're the Air Force now because they're allowed to have shit again. They sent up fighters to intercept it and escort it off.
What fighters do they have? Do they have what we got?
They have F-16s, I think, and they have a lot of it is some of our shit. I don't know. I'd have to Google it just to see.
All right.
I want to just see what that Russian. It's like it was the IL-20 Ilyushin 20 Russian ship.
So they just did that without any kind of what is it? I guess discretion. They just like fuck it.
Oh yeah. But, well, okay. So that the aircraft that specifically went over, it's a communications intelligence and electronic intelligence surveillance craft is what they sent over Japan. They just flew it right over and just said, here, we're just going to do this. So who knows what the fuck they picked up and what kind of signals they were looking for.
I mean, it was just a flex. Like,
yeah, of course.
I don't know if
flex.
Like just a psychological thing. Like, like, hey.
Yeah, like, hey, we can do this.
We're here.
Well, and it's like, okay, if you can do this with a signals intelligence fucking aircraft, just imagine what you do with a bomber or one that has partial stealth capability or something to the effect of saying, well, look how long it took you guys to fucking do anything about this. We could have easily dropped one bomb or whatever right over you guys, and you would have never been the wiser. We would have just been in and out and done. So it's just very interesting to see this shit devolving and it just continuing to go. Yeah, they've got our shit. They've got the F-15, they've got the F-2, and they have the F-35, the Japanese Air Force. So that's likely what they sent up, probably some F-15s or some shit to go fuck with them. But the way things keep devolving, it is leaning more towards that this is getting likelier and likelier to happen. That whole minutes to midnight, the doomsday clock.
Yeah.
I mean, they updated it, I think, last year or at the beginning of this year, and it was, I think, 90 seconds to midnight is what it's at right now. And
shit, I thought it was like at 1 minute 15.
Maybe it's even lower than that. I don't know. I'll Google it right now. But currently, they haven't updated it involving all this other shit that's been happening.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if there's urgency with like what's happening right now,
yeah,
they'll do it without. Because I think they do it like annually, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like that there is, but then I feel like if something, it's at 90 seconds to midnight currently.
Okay.
So
yeah, if the moment calls for it, they'll also do it when they feel that they're like things have escalated.
Yeah, and I think that honestly, the triggering point for that may be the Israeli invasion of Gaza. I feel like because if that does truly set off the rest of the Middle East, they're going to have to fucking point some shit out. They're going to have to upgrade that to, it's probably going to be midnight, like fucking, or 1 second to midnight, because we are going to be so close.
I think it'd be like 30 seconds.
Yeah, because I don't know what, I mean, I think 90 seconds is the closest it's been.
In years?
I think ever. I think this is like, I think even during the Cuban Missile, wait, when did they fucking invent that thing?
I don't know, but I know it was kind of prominent during the Cold War.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole reason why they invented it, was to basically give everybody a heads up as to like,
hey, we're pretty close to mutually assured destruction.
Right? Yeah. This is how close we are to nuclear fucking warfare. What is it? Doomsday clock? What would that be? Like the lowest level or highest level?
Lowest time? I don't know.
Highest time. What comes after the doomsday clock? Fucking yeah. It says the clock was moved to 90 seconds to midnight on January 24th, 2023, meaning that the clock's current setting is the closest this has ever been to midnight since its inception in 1947.
Good Lord, dude. That means that we're in a worse situation than
during the Cold War.
The Cold War.
And that's fucking crazy to think about, because you had essentially two major world powers against each other, and the U.S. and the USSR showed restraint and did not ever use nuclear weapons against each other during that whole Cold War, right? And now we're here essentially against, well, several nuclear armed countries involved in these conflicts now.
And the reprisal of the U.S. versus Russia, I guess, conflict. I mean, not direct. We haven't sent nukes at each other or whatever.
Not yet, anyways.
But the Cold War is on once more.
Yeah, it is. It's the Cold War is on with us against. It's us versus China. It's us versus everybody now. And you know, even with this shit going on in the Middle East, I mean, everybody likes to. No one wants to continue to highlight that Israel is a nuclear armed nation. They have nuclear weapons, and again, I said it on the last one or the one before about the whole Samson option, but that's a real thing. That's not just some conspiracy theory. That's like an actual legitimate thing. If you don't fucking believe me, you can go Wikipedia it and Google it. It is a legitimate tactic that the Israeli government has and has said many times, even today in this current issue. People have said that the Samson option is always on the table. And that's essentially launching all the nukes just to blow up all their enemies. If they're ever going to be fucking faced with annihilation again, they will just kill all their enemies with nukes. They don't give a fuck. They got, I think, at least 90 of them.
What do you think the sentiments would be across the world if Israel just, well, if we can't have Israel, then nobody can have it. So the whole Middle East is just fucking bombed to shit. What do you think the U.S. response would be, and what do you think China's response would be? What do you think Russia? I think we all would collectively be like, nothing lost. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's possible, but I don't think that we would actually take that. I think that, it would literally turn the entire rest of the world against the United States. The rest of the world will be against us, and at the head of it would be probably China saying, hey, rest of the world, this is our signal that we need to put a stop to the United States of America because look at what they've done. Because whether we want to admit it or not, we have backed Israel hardline from the beginning of this whole thing, and we've backed them hardline since their inception as a nation or as a country or whatever you want to call it. So because we have heavily backed them and supported them, we won't be able to walk back them using nukes and say, "Oh, we didn't tell them to do that. We weren't." Well, nobody's gonna give a fuck if we try to say that. We're gonna say they're gonna just say you enabled it, which I mean maybe we did or not, we didn't. I don't know, but you enabled it. This is your fucking fault because Israel won't be left to blame because if they drop nukes, someone's gonna nuke them back. It ain't gonna be just left alone. So, and then that begs the question: if someone nukes them back, are we going to nuke that person back? Or what? You know, what are we going to do? What's going to be the question? Who the fuck knows? A nuclear weapon, well, a modern nuclear weapon has not been used in an offensive manner at all.
Dude, I
like the only nuclear weapons that have been used in history were the atomic bombs in fucking World War II.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because you know we have, and I have a feeling that's why Christopher Nolan was it Christopher Nolan that directed Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
I have a feeling he did this specifically because it's like, hey, we're walking that fine line again.
Yeah.
1960s, and here we are.
Everyone needs a reminder that this is what happens.
Yeah.
When you fucking unleash these things.
Yeah.
Maybe we should all just chill.
Yeah. And like throughout the course of the movie, it's obvious that the weight of creating something like this begins to bear on Oppenheimer himself.
Right.
And even to witness it, to be in awe, I guess, in fear, because it's like, oh, holy shit, this is like a bomb of a million fires that can evaporate fucking everything.
Yeah, everything it touches.
To witness that, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna feel if something like that actually happens again, where there's a nuclear bomb that goes off. Because I think I might actually be terrified because that shit's gonna be fucking wild to see. I'm like, oh fuck, we're here again, dude, and we haven't learned our lesson.
To see a nuclear weapon be used in an offensive manner in what we have now, right? For us to witness that, this is the TikTok fucking generation. So you know we're going to get to see it. Someone will be live streaming that shit when it happens, and we will see it. We will see the destruction it has caused in the aftermath, and we will see it happen immediately. And I've seen a lot of fucked up shit on the internet in my time of being an internet user. I don't think I am ready to see that actually happen. I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
You could have seen all the weird shit, the beheadings. None of that is to the level of destruction that an actual nuclear weapon will cause. To the amount of lives lost from just one fucking detonation. The generations to come that it will affect. The overwhelming
mutations, fucking deformities, the death.
Yeah, the death that it will cause, not just the day it's fucking detonated, but again, like I said, for generations to come after. That is something that the world has never seen and is not ready to see. And I think when we see that happen, that's when everything we know goes out the fucking window. Everything we've ever thought about anything is gone. Because when we did it the first time back in World War II, we were the only ones that had it. We were the only ones that had it, and no one could do shit about it because what are you going to do? You ain't got nothing that could do the same thing. But we live in a world now where, let's be honest, everybody's got nuclear weapons. Even the goddamn North Koreans have fucking nuclear weapons.
7-Eleven down the street has a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, 7-Eleven, fuck, man. You go in and get a Slurpee, you want a free nuke with that? Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. So everyone has them, and if it's not us that does it first and someone else does, and I'm not saying we should do it first, but what I'm saying is if someone else does it first and it ain't us, we're going to feel the repercussions of that for sure. If they're on our team, if they're on the, I don't want to call it the coalition, but fuck, we've already, if they're on the allies, because they've already started fucking using those terms from World War II with Axis and allies. And
for what?
Referring to the sides.
They're painting the Chinese and Russians as Axis powers?
Kind of, but the Middle East has, like Iran has already been referring to themselves and everyone that's on their team as the axis of the axis of revolution or the axis of resistance. That's what they've been calling themselves, the axis of resistance. So you guys are already fucking taking the motif of the bad guys here. Like the Axis was not the good guys in World War II. That you're referring to yourself as the Axis of whatever. And I think that the Chinese and the North Koreans and everybody's kind of also been jumping on board with saying that, oh yes, the Axis of resistance to the American hegemony. That's kind of what everybody's been booting on. And I'm like, guys, branding wise, this is not. Yes, you are the antithesis of America because that's who we fought in World War II, was the Axis of evil, the Axis powers, right? That's who. But why would you take that fucking name unless you were directly going to say, yes, we are directly going against you, America. We are talking shit about you. We are the Axis of whatever, of the rebellion, or what did I say? The Axis of resistance against America is essentially what they're calling it. And so you've got the allies, you've got U.S. and Israel for sure right now. Maybe the English also potentially would go, and NATO are kind of loosely associated with us as being the allies.
We need to come up with a better name for our stable.
Yeah, we do, because that's what it's about, man. It's about branding. It's
about branding, yeah.
we should just be called the good ass nuclear fun hour, like, or the fuck around and find outs. That's what our fucking team name should be. But it is unprecedented. And I know we've said this in the past. I know this is a pretty big meme going around. But, man, us millennials, man, just for once, I'd like to go with like a month or two without a fucking world-changing fucking event happening or living through a goddamn crisis or something. Because I feel like ever since fucking shit, man, it's been since 2008, man, since that initial financial crisis that happened back in the day, that initial whatever it was, subprime mortgage fucking crisis. Ever since then, it feels like slowly but surely, every couple of years, some other crisis has happened. And now, since COVID, it feels like something's happening every other month.
Every other month, yeah.
It feels like it's just getting worse.
But what does this have to do with LeBron's legacy?
Yeah, hey, it's nothing like that. So, I don't know, man. It's just the world is deteriorating at an insane rate, and I don't think there's anything we can do about it. I think it's just something is going to happen. I don't know what, but it's definitely leading to something. And I had initially thought that the Israelis were going to kind of cuck out and not invade Gaza because we were telling them not to. But then once that thing came out about, we were just telling them to hold off until we got our shit together, I was like, fuck, that makes a lot of sense. And
hold off, stand by.
Yeah, the rhetoric from Israel has basically been like, we're still going to wipe you off the fucking planet, Hamas, and the only way we can do that is to come in by the ground and destroy everything you ever had or loved. And well, that seems like it's going to happen. It's imminent. I don't know when, and I don't think anyone can predict when it's going to happen. I think that's people who say and claim to know when it's going to happen are full of shit, because no one fucking knows when it's going to happen. Likely not even the Israelis know exactly the day of when it's going to happen.
Yeah, man.
I mean, supposedly we've sent over there a Marine Corps brigadier general and a couple of his staff in an advisor role in Israel to advise them on this invasion. And supposedly the scuttlebutt is, and the word on the street is that he's been convincing them to not do this, that this is going to be a cost that they are not willing to pay in lives to do this. And when they lose this amount of guys, it's going to require them to respond even harder to this, which is then going to push all these other countries to get involved. So, I mean, sure, maybe we're trying to talk them out of it, but I kind of think they got their mind dead set on this shit, that this is happening, that they need to respond to this, and this is what needs to be. And, I'm not saying that they're right or wrong, but I think that the global implication of this is definitely real.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the news cycle goes, I mean, you don't hear the end of it with this stuff. It's almost like you almost just want, and not to say that I don't care about the plight of the Palestinians or even the Israelis for that matter.
Yeah.
But man, you just like, all I want to do is just go home and play video games.
Yeah, man. I just want to do podcasts and just dick around and play video games and make funny videos on the internet. I don't want to fucking have to worry about getting drafted or fucking, And that's another thing that a lot of people are very much fucking kind of taking the stance, like the younger generation, this Gen Z people or whatever, that they're not going to go. Like if they're drafted, they're just not going to show up. And kind of makes you wonder, what would happen? What would we do? What would the government do? If that, like, they don't have the manpower. They clearly don't have the manpower to fight a fucking major war, let alone enforce this draft. That if they were to fucking do it, who's gonna go get these assholes? They don't have enough personnel to do anything about it. Like, if nobody just showed up, what would they do? Like,
you're like, all right, fair point.
never mind. We'll just cancel this.
All right, well,
all right, guys.
Army's canceled.
Hey, good luck, guys, over there. We can't send you any help. I guess you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The lack of. And again, I don't.
It's fair though.
I don't blame
dude,
them. Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, are you willing to die for a war that you probably don't have any business in?
No, definitely
And also, like, there's no stake. There's no personal like investment.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the proper phrasing.
Yeah, I think so.
There's you're fighting a war that means nothing to you at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are you gonna do about that?
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I thought was funny was that somebody made a point about how this Gen Z, they have, like, how many of them, which apparently is a large percentage, are actually unfit for military service because they're either too fat, they have too many mental illness problems, or they have, like, too many fucking whatevers. And I just kind of thought, man, that's a good point. So, like, if 90% of the people that are younger than me are mentally unstable and unfit for military service, well, even though I'm like, in my mid 30s, that means they're going to come looking for me. Like, they're going to come knocking on my door to go fucking do this shit. And now I'm thinking I need to start fucking coming up with some mental illnesses of my own. Or, I need to start working my way towards that fucking excuse just to fucking get out of it.
Yeah.
Because, and then at the hearing, they're going to play this fucking podcast episode and be like, oh, see, he's making it up. He's full of shit. He's totally fine. He could go die in a foreign war that he doesn't care about. See, he said it. But I don't know. It's fucking crazy. And a lot of it just has to do with fucking, people hate America.
Yeah.
And I think this thing is going to be what turns the rest of the world really on against us. Is if this shit goes sideways, I think that's what it's going to be. It's what's going to do it, and we're going to be fucking fucked. Or we're going to have to kill everybody. That's going to be what's going to happen.
In my head, everything's all right.
Yeah.
Mostly. Until
it's not.
until a fucking nuke is dropped, because that's when I feel like that's when it'll
that's when shit gets real.
If things were to escalate, that's the point in which it will escalate. But
True.
Otherwise, everything's rosies, or at least in my delusion.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good until the nukes start getting flown or flung around.
So, where else can we go?
Well,
did you want to talk about the Sunni
I did
issue?
kind of want to do a little bit about that, which I guess we can now. I just fucking find it so fascinating that the whole of the Middle East. Okay, and again, I'm not claiming to be any kind of expert on this. I think that there are people who have PhD level fucking intellect on this specific issue. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quickly. I don't think there's anything wrong with being wrong. Like, if you say shit, but you put the effort. I don't think you should be criticized for putting in the fucking effort and trying to learn about shit. Because
true,
I feel like people get condemned for trying to learn something different.
Yeah, and maybe interpreting it incorrectly.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like, I mean, if you have a more educated.
Sure.
You know, another person has a more educated opinion than fuck, by all means.
And
yeah.
the reason I say this is because, not that I'm afraid of being wrong or whatever, I just want people to have this disclaimer of, you shouldn't just take my word for it, nor should you just take anyone else's word for it. You should go and look it up yourself and find out what the information is, if you are interested in it. And the reason I even started fucking looking into this was because I was very much getting disillusioned by listening to these Twitter spaces with these assholes that are talking all this shit about this, that claim to be experts on the geopolitics and the broader picture of the Middle East, and yet they really don't fucking know what they're talking about. And I don't like, it's disingenuous to pass something off as you being an expert when you're really not. And so that's where I'm saying, I did all the research and looking into this on my own, and I don't want to claim to be any kind of an expert because I'm not. If you want to question or you want to say I'm wrong, cool. Go look it up and do your own research, because this is the conclusions and the facts that I have found when I did my research. And so, anyways, that being said, the Middle East is fucking complicated as shit. It is probably one of the most complicated regions in the entire fucking world. I would venture to say, in my opinion. It's not only religiously or ideologically separated within its own religion of Islam being the majority or predominant region or predominant religion of the whole Middle East in general is Islam, but you have the two different sects. You have the Sunni and the Shia, and then you have also, as a part of that, you also have this ethnic divide between people who consider themselves ethnically Arab and people who consider themselves ethnically Persian, which are like the Iranians primarily. And so the Iranians being the kind of country that's taken the lead essentially in the Middle East now, as it seems, where they're starting to kind of make the connections and put the allies and, you know, call the banners, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Facilitating the
talks or whatever. Yeah, they're the ones that are trying to take the lead in this. And so what's interesting to note about, as we have talked about in previous podcasts, about them and Saudi Arabia coming together and talking, which the Saudi Arabians and the Iranians fucking hate each other. They've been fighting each other for fucking generations, and it's something that just is odd that now they're sort of teaming up and they're putting out the same kind of message about quote-unquote Arab unity or whatever you want to call it.
But you mentioned that the Iranians are Persian, though. Right.
So the Iranians view themselves as Persian, and they're also Shia Muslims.
Shia Muslims, okay.
Right.
So what's their deal?
So now this is, again, a gross oversimplification of it, but okay. Essentially the difference between Sunni and Shia, there are a lot of key differences, but the main focus of their main thing is who is essentially the heir of the Prophet Muhammad, right? That's essentially what it boils down to. The Sunnis believe that this certain one guy was the heir to Muhammad and should have essentially been kind of like the one that led the Muslim religion after he passed. And then there is the Shia side, which believe that it was someone else and that it was centrally located. It should be centrally powered, located in one person, which is how the Iranian government is set up, where the Ayatollah is, or the supreme leader is the main religious. He's like the Pope, and he's also the president at the same time, basically. So the other Arabs don't fucking believe that. They don't subscribe to that, which is why they believe that the other person who was the prophet should have, or the heir to essentially like that, the prophethood or whatever you want to call it, was another guy, and then they ideologically branched at that point. And so the followers of the one that believed that this guy was it, they went and became Sunnis, and then the followers of the other guy went and became the Shia. They opened the Shia sect.
So was there a I don't want to say there was a losing side, but if for the people, is there a majority
yes.
amongst the Muslims that believe that the Ayatollah is the person is?
So there's only about 15% of the Muslim population
that don't
Shia.
Believe that.
No, that is Shia.
Okay.
And so the Sunnis are the majority. The ones that don't believe that the Ayatollah should be the one that's like the supreme leader and all that stuff, That's like 85%. That's like the majority of them.
Okay.
So what's interesting is the Sunni and the Shia have been fucking murdering each other over this for literally thousands of years.
Jesus,
and
man.
so the interesting part of it is you have the Shia, which are the minority. They're the ones kind of taking the lead, and the Shia have been persecuted by every other fucking Sunni government throughout its history that they've existed. The most recent one being, in Iraq. In Iraq with the Saddam Hussein, Saddam Hussein was a Sunni Muslim, and they persecuted and murdered every fucking Shia Muslim, basically saying that they were fucking apostates and that they were fucking heretics. And that's
even though they in theory believe the same thing.
Yeah, but because they, on the grand level,
the lineage of each person,
right? They basically fucking are just heretics.
God damn, dude. That's
and
fucked
so
up.
they were basically animals and deserve to die. That's basically the whole thing of why they were persecuting them. And then the Shia Muslims have been persecuted throughout fucking history by the Sunnis without fucking cause, basically, other than that. And so it's crazy to now see them starting to turn and saying, hey, listen, guys. And this is why I think this whole situation is very dangerous, is because if they're uniting together over this Israel-Gaza issue or Israel-Palestine issue and starting to, obviously, they're backing the Muslim Palestinians. If they're getting together and they've literally been killing each other for thousands of years, what does that kind of say about this issue? If this issue was big enough to unite them or begin the road to them kind of coming together, it's really fucking scary that it'd be like, oh, if there was some issue and then the Muslims and the followers of Judaism decided that they were going to put aside their differences and just fucking go after this issue or whatever.
Now explain in wrestling terms.
So in wrestling terms, this would be like, okay, so I got it right here. So you got the NWO, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the NWO black and white, and you got the NWO red and black. Okay, Sunnis and Shias, all right? So they fucking have been fighting each other, saying that they should be the rightful NWO and that the other one should fuck off and they should just absorb into each other, right? So then you've got another issue where you've got, let's say, WCW, okay, over here, and they're just like, hey guys, maybe we exist too or whatever, being quote unquote like the other faction. And then they've been fighting each other, all three, but then they go, hey guys, the NWO red and black and the black and white get together and say, all right guys, I know we hate each other, but we should really get together and fuck these other guys up in being WCW. And then they say, yeah, you know what, man? I know we've been killing each other for thousands of years, but let's put our differences aside and let's join up so that we can go win the World Heavyweight Championship and fucking put that company put WCW out of business for good. And then it's only NWO. And then when we're done, we can go back to killing each other again, because that's probably what'll happen. So in wrestling terms, that's basically what it is.
All right, I see.
So it's just fucking crazy to see this going down this path of, I don't want to say unification, because I don't know if there will ever fully unify, and I don't think they could, but if the geopolitical scape is changing and Iran is being pushed by BRICS as the new proxy of the Middle East of their will, essentially, which I think is what's happening, that's when you've got all these other countries.
That's your opinion.
That's correct. That's my opinion. But I think that's the reason why you've got Saudi Arabia and these other Sunni Islam countries kind of starting to agree with and come together with Iran, whereas before they all kind of hated each other, and now they're like, all right, let's put our differences aside, because if they believe that if China becomes the world hegemon and Iran is going to be their proxy, which is what, again, this is my opinion, if they turn that into, okay, Iran's going to be running the show in the Middle East at the behest of China because they're going to be financially tied together, then we should all kind of maybe get in line, because we've been persecuting the fuck out of them for the last, 1,500 years or whatever. And so maybe all that revenge is going to come back tenfold towards us. So maybe we should be friends with them now.
Or they too draw the line in the sand and side with Israel and the U.S. because they're like, no.
Right. Well,
we're not taking the shit either. So
yeah. Well, that's kind of where countries like Egypt have been kind of like
fence sitting.
Yeah. And like they're saying kind of Arab unity, but then they're also kind of still helping us as well. So, which again, Egypt was the country that gave Israel the heads up that this shit was going to happen
10 days in advance.
Right. So if they were really down with the fucking cause, they would have been like, "Oh man, I didn't see shit."
Yeah.
So
nothing about
they're
that.
they're definitely fence sitting, and then they if they definitely wouldn't have come out and admitted to it and publicized it that they fucking let it be known that this was going to happen, because they're trying to appease still Big Daddy U.S., but then also they're kind of like, well, we don't want to accept any Palestinian refugees at the same time. When really but then they're saying, oh, the Arab world should be united. But it's like, well, then if they should be united so much, why aren't you taking those Palestinians there, fella? Like, come on. It's a little hypocritical, don't you think? But it's because...
So they're an armchair fucking...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what follows after armchair. What are they?
They're like armchair generals, essentially, just saying like, yeah, guys, we should do this, but nah, we're not going to do that. You should do this, but we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, and then, you've got countries like Jordan, and you've got obviously Saudi Arabia, where Saudi Arabia has been very friendly to the United States in terms of military hardware. They buy a lot of stuff from us. Like, we've had very good relations with them over the years. And now it's starting to turn into they're kind of shit-talking us, and they're kind of, they're siding with Iran on this, which is like, well, Iran's obviously our enemy.
What's the word?
Yeah, I guess they're tentatively siding with Iran on this by meeting with them. And then, again, all the other countries that met with Iran but then canceled the meetings with fucking the president of all people of the United States. That's a message right there, in my opinion.
It's an act of solidarity.
It is. It's that, and it's saying, sorry, U.S., we don't give a fuck who you're going to send. We don't want to talk to you. And it's just like, oh, okay. Well, you clearly have picked a side. So, when the bombs start flying, don't be surprised if a couple come your way, because you clearly picked a side. So Now, I mean, whether you can say it's the right side or the wrong side is up to people's opinions, but it's definitely not the side that we're on. So it makes you wonder, well, why do we have all these more aircraft carrier groups showing up? We've got they sent another couple squadrons of F-16s over there. They're sending a lot of hardware back into the Middle East when we just pulled it all out. And now we're sending it back, going, shit, well, we're going to probably need this here soon.
Yeah.
And to get back onto the Sunni and the Shia thing, it's very fucking crazy that those two sides have such a very, hostile history, I guess, with each other, and a violent history with each other. And they're now coming together, and they're not just coming together on that, because, like I said, the Iranians ethnically consider themselves Persian, not really necessarily Arab, like everyone else in the Middle East considers themselves ethnically to be, even though I kind of think they're all fucking the same. But Iran is the remnant of the Persian Empire, basically. That's like the modern day remnant of Persia is Iran. So it's interesting to note that they're both ideologically and ethnically divided, but yet now they're putting all that aside to start kind of coming together to fight against Israel.
I don't think it's going to last.
I don't think it will either. I think it'll last long enough to potentially take out fucking Israel.
Because there's going to be self-interest involved for each side, and they're like, you're doing a little too much. I don't like the way you're doing X thing.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I think that's what will eventually... I think that alliance will splinter for sure, but I don't know if it will... I think it might last long enough just to fucking put the screws and put the damage to Israel. And obviously, we're going to be fucking helping them out. We're going to be fucking their shit up too. And like I've said in previous episodes, I don't think Iran really wants this fucking smoke from us. I don't think they do. But it seems they sure seem to be asking for it.
At least from what I've seen, I think they're funding... Because it's evident that Hamas is being supplied by Iran, right?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, and
it seems that's what they're doing is they don't want to do direct conflict with the U.S. because that's a death sentence right there.
Right.
So they'll do it by proxy groups,
yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I think there's this group called the Houthis.
Yeah. They're out of Yemen. Yeah.
H-O-U-T-H-I. I think like one of those groups would be something like they'd be working with just to scatter there's seeds everywhere.
Right. Well, and so okay, that you bring that up, it actually brings me to a good point of something else that happened this week. But the Houthis out of Yemen launched drones and some kind of fucking missiles, and we had one of our ballistic missile cruisers or whatever over there in that area got wind of it, and they were headed towards them. They don't know for sure if they were headed towards Israel. They were flying in that direction, but they were also headed towards them. So they took it as, hey, we need to defend ourselves. So they launched defensive countermeasures, and they shot down the missiles and all the drones. So also the attacks have been increasing over the last few days on our interests over there in the Middle East, like in Iraq and in Syria. The areas that we are involved with have been starting to get attacked. And the bases, there have been rocket attacks, there have been, all kinds of shit like that. So these groups that are all essentially backed by Iran have now started to kind of go after us directly. And so by our ship getting involved and shooting down shit, documented, it's 100% a fact. It's not no conspiracy. It's not no bullshit. We shot down missiles, and we are now militarily involved in the conflict. We have entered the chat, as they say.
They entered the chat, yeah.
Officially, because we expended military resources to stop potentially missiles that were going towards Israel.
Yeah, however minimal that was.
Correct. However minimal it was, we have still now entered the chat, and we are now involved militarily. So I don't think that makes it unlikely. I think that makes it more likely that we will continue and further get involved, especially if these groups are starting to up their ante on attacking us. And supposedly, it has been said, passed down from Iran, that U.S. targets are on the table. You can attack U.S. targets to their proxies that they have allowed to say, hey, go for the U.S. We don't give a fuck. And to further kind of corroborate that, the Secretary of State, and I don't know if the Secretary of Defense also said it, but they also said that they plainly said that war with Iran was not off the table. That we were also contingency planning for that. Biden just, I think today or yesterday, told the Secretary of Defense or the Defense Department to start contingency planning for the worst case scenario happening in the Middle East, meaning we would have to evacuate our 600,000 citizens that we have throughout the Middle East in a mass evacuation. In Lebanon, another sign that that's going poorly is the Saudi Arabians have fully evacuated their fucking embassy from there, and there's,
oh shit,
yeah, there's other countries that are fully evacuating their shit, and
so they don't have any. So the Saudi Arabians left Lebanon, you said?
Yeah, they've evacuated their embassy or whatever there.
So that means they think the U.S. is gonna do some shit then,
right? They must think that either the violence is going to get so bad in Lebanon, because that's where a lot of the northern attacks are coming from into Israel. And so Hezbollah, that's up there, they have basically also entered the chat, and they've been basically saying that they're going to, if Israel invades Gaza, that they're going to fucking invade from the north. They're going to do an attack with their guys. And they have several hundred thousand men. It's not like they have a small ass, they're not like a small time fucking gang. They are whether they're good is another story, but they have numbers, and that's one of the things that is unfortunate for Israel, because they could repel that sort of invasion with our technology that we have and the capabilities that we have, but at some point, as I've said in the past, there is a number of people that you throw at something that will eventually negate any advantages you may have outside of nuclear weapons. Because nuclear weapons are the ultimate fucking game changer. It doesn't matter how many motherfuckers are coming at you. If there's 500,000 guys coming at you, you drop 3 nukes, they're all dead. So, but conventional weaponry, that's a lot more difficult. There's a number that you could have that will hit, then will just overwhelm that, and you won't be able to stop it. So I don't know what that number is for the northern part of Israel, but hopefully it's more. The number is higher than what fucking Hezbollah has if they actually do something.
Or the morale is just completely defeated.
Right, and they just say fuck it, and they all just run away. Yeah, it's not worth it. So, but I don't know, as you see all these images come out of kids and all this shit happening, it's just further, I think, emboldening them and making their morale go up, it's making their desire to fight Israel increase. So, I don't know.
What do you make of the phrasing used in U.S. media for the topic itself? Did you? Because I thought you had something to say about something in that specific regard.
Yeah, so the way that it's being framed is very fucking precarious, because you've got the way it's being framed, at least here, is that obviously Israel good, Palestine bad. And the rest of the world is saying Palestine good, Israel bad. And so you see all these things, conflicting information. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to information and the conflicting conclusions that all the different medias come to it. Like that hospital bombing was a fucking perfect example. I still fucking don't know who fucking did it. And I don't think there is any conclusive evidence whatsoever that proves either way who did it. And you've got both people on both sides pointing to video and evidence of this, saying, oh, nope, this proves it. And then you go look at it and say, well, no, it doesn't fucking prove anything. The image that they use, or the footage that they use on the Israeli side, is that saying basically, oh, here's a missile or a launch of a rocket that happened around the same time that this happened, but like the rocket kind of explodes in the air. So I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking prove anything at all, because if the rocket blew up in the air and then the remnants landed, it wouldn't have caused this much damage or this explosion that happened of it. So, and then you've got the other side basically showing images of the bomb and shit happening and saying, oh, this is just, this was definitely an airstrike, blah, blah, blah. But again, none of those things actually definitively prove either way who did it. So it's very hard for people to come. I think it's very hard for people to come to independent conclusions about a lot of this shit, because there is so much conjecture and opinion put into all of these fucking things that it's difficult to navigate through it. And go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the main thing I was getting at, I don't know if you already said it.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Was that the phrasing went from, it's clearly an offensive maneuver to go. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
As they're saying it's defensive.
Yeah. So thank you for reminding me, because I did forget exactly the point I wanted to make was, this basically has become, they've been referring to the invasion of Gaza as such. They were referring to it as they were going to invade and ground troops in Gaza. And then all of a sudden it just switched to them referring to it, instead of referring to it as the offensive in Gaza, they've been referring to it as the defensive in Gaza, which implies that without a doubt, a purely offensive maneuver of invading with ground troops is not offensive in nature. It's clearly a defensive maneuver. It's a defensive move.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this is implied, but to say that the Hamas team, or whatever you want to call it, is outnumbering them, or is meeting with equal force when they're clearly the minority, like,
right? Yeah,
that I don't know how that's defensive.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that from a military standpoint, and from just and sure, maybe we're reading into it too much, but I feel like that's the narrative that they're putting out, is this is a defensive maneuver. But clearly, to anyone with common sense, invading another part that's not your country, that's always offense. That's never in the defense. That's always an offensive maneuver.
I don't know if this is embellishment, but I think it's fucking, I mean, it's like genocidal displacement, because these people are not gonna have anywhere to come back to after this is over.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing that kind of we were alluding to earlier, and that kind of goes towards what we were talking about earlier about creating lifelong enemies. Is if they leave, if they evacuate, and they've already leveled a lot of the area, but if they come back and their shit's just going to be destroyed because of a ground incursion between Hamas and Israel, it's going to just get destroyed. If they come back, even if they were on the fence throughout all this thing, or they were indifferent to Israel.
Speaking specifically about Palestinians that aren't
right,
that aren't Hamas affiliated or sympathetic towards them.
Yeah. If they were not sympathetic or on the fence or whatever prior to this, even if the event concludes and Israel leaves and they're allowed to go back to their fucking homes, if they get there and there's nothing fucking left, I don't think that they have homeowners insurance in fucking Palestine. So I doubt that any insurance company or anyone is going to help them rebuild it. So everything that they've ever had or put together or worked for in their life is just going to be fucking gone. So when you leave a large majority of people essentially homeless and they have no alternative, well, what are they going to do? They're going to fight. They're going to go fight you. I mean, I'll just use myself as an example. If some foreign invader came here and was blowing up the country and allowed me to leave, and then I came back and my house was destroyed and I had nothing left, well, my only option is to either just be fucking homeless or maybe try to fucking rebuild, but good luck with that. Everybody else is going to be rebuilding, so good luck getting resources or good luck getting any help with that. You're on your own. But if I got nothing left, well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go do everything I can to make sure that these assholes that destroyed all my shit fucking, pay the price. Like, that's me personally. So, and I think that would stand for a lot of people here in the United States or just a lot of people in the world in general if that were to happen to you. Now, unfortunately, in this situation, the lens of ideology gets applied and everybody fucking loses their mind on people saying that they would do that if you're on the other side. But if you were to say it from a neutral standpoint, like I just did, I think the majority of people could agree with me that that's a reasonable response, right? To have that. That would be, well, yeah, they fucked your shit up. Yeah, you got nothing left. Your only logical option is to fucking fight them. That's it. So I feel like that's the only logical area this is going to go to. And I hope Israel has a fucking exit plan. I hope they have an exit strategy for this whole fucking invasion of Gaza. If they go through with it. If they go through with it, I hope they have a plan for what they're going to do afterwards, because you can go in and decimate a fucking area and get rid of that. You're right. You can't eradicate Hamas personnel and their ability to operate as a military entity. You can eradicate that. That is very possible. But you can't kill the ideology. You can't kill the idea of it. So what are you going to do in the end? What are you going to do after you take out their military capability? How are you going to deal with the rest of it? Because even though you might take out their military capability, it's very easy for them to get it again. People can get that again, especially if they've got the numbers of people who are going to be pissed off that their shit's destroyed. Recruiting for Hamas afterwards is probably going to be fairly easy. And if they're backed by other governments financially and they're getting money and weapons, that won't be a problem either. So you're just going to temporarily solve the problem.
I think indirectly that also creates a new enemy, or a long-standing enemy for the U.S. in the future.
Oh yeah,
once
definitely.
more.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely will.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's definitely interesting to talk about. And, I mean, like I said, we say all the other stuff, we're sick about hearing about it and we're sick about talking about it. And we just talked for an hour and a half about it. But, whatever. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting to examine and to talk about and look at the historical relevance of it. And then to look at, well, where does it go from here? Because I don't think anyone, and that's the other thing. My opinions are my opinions and my quote unquote predictions. Like, I'm not like fucking saying that it's set in stone that this is going to happen. No one fucking knows. Anybody that tells you that they know 100% for sure what's going to happen, or they're such an expert that, this is going to be laid out like this, A, B, C, and D. Nobody has no fucking idea how this is going to go. There are so many variables. There are so many fucking precarious things happening all at the same fucking time that it's physically impossible to be able to predict what is going to happen or where this is going to go. So anybody that tells you that they know is full of shit, and we here are definitely not fucking saying that we're experts and for sure know where this is going to go. I can just tell you what I think and kind of how I see it playing out, but again, I'm even telling you, I have no fucking idea how this is really going to play out. There's so many fucking variables that I couldn't even probably understand or begin to understand to be able to give you a fully accurate depiction of how it's going to go down. So, it's called the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Just remember that.
But you gave your best attempt.
Yeah, I gave my best attempt. I did the research that I felt was necessary to give myself and to give people the context of it, so that they could potentially make an informed decision and really make an informed decision about what they want to research on their own.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I vaguely knew what the difference between Sunni and Shiite Muslims was. I just knew they're both a Muslim faith.
Yeah.
But their perspectives are different in that the heir or the lineage of Muhammad, they follow one person and the other group follows the other person.
Right, yeah.
What I didn't know was that what is it? The Sunnis are the ones that are the
majority, yeah.
The majority, and the Shia
are the minority. And they've been the ones getting fucking persecuted.
Yeah.
So it is very interesting, to know that. I didn't know. I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
But again, that's just years of media misinformation and fucking,
And I'm still gonna have to look that up to say that. I mean,
and again,
because I don't want to just say like take your whatever you just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That like no, you're wrong about this.
Yeah,
like
look it up. Maybe I fucking read it wrong, but again, or maybe I interpreted it incorrectly. But that's what I got from it. And again, I don't want to offend any Muslims out there because I am grossly oversimplifying it. There are a lot of other cultural differences and belief differences. Yeah. But from what I read, that's kind of like the crux of where it all started, of where the divide began, was the argument over the lineage of who was the
true heir of Muhammad.
The heir or the not predecessor, the
protege.
Protege, yeah, or like who's the next person in line for that like kind of job or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, we're reaching the end. Well, unless you got other shit you want to say.
Fuck no. I mean, where are we at?
Fuck no, hour and 20. So,
it's plenty of fucking work, dude.
Hit the goal. Plenty of work. We're good to go. So, anyways, that's all I had for this week. So, anyways, go follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and what's the other one called? TikTok. TikTok and Instagram is @GameRageMagazine. Twitter is @GameRageMag or X, whatever the fuck it's called. And if you have any shit, if you're out there listening, if you're potentially one of our Belgian listeners, or if you're any one of the other listeners who are out there from other countries, or goddamn, if you're here in the United States and you want to fucking have us talk about some shit, hit us up on there and give us some shit to talk about. I mean, fuck, you want to hear our opinions about other things? Let me know. We'll talk about it. I don't give a fuck. We always like to appease or entertain our audience. So if we can talk about shit that is personal or, provide context for something that you want to know about or that you find interesting, shit, I love history. I love current events. And that's what this podcast is basically about. So fuck, I'll look into anything for you. Fuck it. Let's see what's up. So hit us up. Let us know. Anyways, all right. Well, that's about it for us. So thanks for fucking listening, and just remember to do your own fucking research. All right, don't be dumb. That was the latest episode of the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok @Game Rage Magazine. We're also on Twitter /X @Game Rage Mag. Also our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com.